song fire, but the real question is who own it? And it looks like we into that problem right now. Looks like GloRilla says HitKidd is turning on her over money. He wants to make it he wants to make it like he created me, and that's not what it is. So it looks like HitKidd went to Twitter, and I'm going too fast. GloRilla, HitKidd are from Memphis. If you didn't know, FNF had the FNF song that everybody loves, and majority of those girls that GloRilla has in their
They were in a group.
They're all in the group. Like you got K Carbon, the Gloss Up girl who got signed to QC, K Carbon who got signed to Pooh Shiesty.
My co-host knows all the girl groups.
I actually do. I actually support women rap unless my co-host.
I'm GloRilla's #1 fan. What
You probably is, but I mean, like they have the whole group that's going on, and I guess GloRilla was the first one to pop off. So I guess HitKidd goes to Twitter and says, so basically these folks are trying to take me to court over FNF because they want to own the song, but they want to own the song to put it on the EP, which both parties knew. So tell me how you gonna put FNF in your contract without telling me.
It's just what it is. It's like people have disputes on business, and the thing is they probably didn't think the song was going to be this successful, so they didn't have it really set up correctly to kind of distribute when the song is that successful. So you know that this stuff's going to happen, but let's go ahead and watch the clip.
Like, this is the problem. He want everything I do. Yeah. He want to make it like he created me, and that's not what it is. He like I said, you could have gave that beat to anybody. Nobody was gonna make FNF but me. I was the only person that was gonna make FNF. So stop acting like you discovered me. I gave HitKidd credit on multiple occasions. He's a great producer. He just do fuck shit. Like, and I was getting mad. Like I swear to God, I cried about this shit before. Come like you talked about how people fucked you out of deals, and you trying to do me the same way.
Slamming the dude.
Like we was cool before all this shit.
Come on,
and now
HitKidd.
you like this money and shit making you turn on me. Like you not trying to give me no percentage of the song. They lying on here like they trying to do 50-50 and they not. So it was crazy. Like I never brought the shit to the internet though. Like the man been on fuck shit since the first week it blew with Sweetie. The first day he signed it and didn't tell me he signed it. And now he all the label means with me knowing he signed it. So what the fuck?
So but what I don't understand, what I understand is like, if you're saying, oh, I didn't have, you over here acting like I don't got 50% of the, you acting like, oh, you gave me 50% of the song, but if they didn't give 50% of the song, then how'd you sell the song? Like, how do you sign a contract that, oh, I'm gonna give you rights to this song if you knew that you didn't have 50%? So if you're saying you had 0%, how do you feel like you have the right to say you can take this song when you sign me?
It's just typical music drama. It's like what we're seeing with QC and Offset, correct?
Yeah, and they said this actually happened with Pierre Bourne, and the one that did the song with Lil Yachty, and he actually did a song with 6ix9ine, the Fifi and all that stuff, and then he didn't want, like, at one point when everybody's like they're not messing with 6ix9ine, he was like he didn't want to promote it no more, and they was like, oh no, you finna give us this song, and he was like, no, I'm not, and they was like, oh, we finna blackball you, and he just gave it to him. Because they said, like, what usually happens is, even though everybody's separate, like Sony, Def Jam, like, even though all of them separate, just like with the whole Little Pump situation, like, Little Pump got the money.
Yeah.
And then, like, he said, oh, he got the record label, but then he ended up going back to that same record label because nobody else was going to sign him. Because it's like, nah, you ain't doing this.
I saw Lil Pump was trying to make a comeback.
Yeah,
he was doing, like, weird stuff where he, like,
by the porch,
parked his Lamborghini by the pool, and then he jumped out directly into the pool. It's like, I don't think that's it.
It was like one of them things. Like he had that. Then he had another video, like him breaking up a car, like smacking the car with a sledgehammer.
Oh yeah, he bought a Porsche to trash it.
It's like, you went to pick and pull. You picked up a Porsche body and just like smashed it. But
yeah, because that thing didn't look fresh. It didn't even look drivable.
True.
And it didn't look like he had been beating on it that long to make it like look that way.
You go to the next one. But I mean, with this whole situation, with the whole
girl, you better watch out before I pull your mummy strings.
And like. It looks like here it's like he said, I told you and your manager every day that when we was in LA with Sweetie that the labels are gonna sign you because of FNF. So watch out. I also told you to let me know when labels reach out so we can be on the same page. But you still went and signed my song without telling me.
This is messed up. This reminds me of when someone I worked with was messed up earlier today. Like, we were supposed to have tacos before the podcast. My co-host goes, I'm ready to record now. I already put on my mummy suit. I can't be making tacos in my mummy suit.
I can't.
And I was like, the disrespect. You promised tacos, and then you don't want to make the tacos. We're going to give you the front hand, back hand.
And then with this whole situation, they supposedly, HitKidd is saying they did a 50-50 deal. He owns 50% of the song. She owns 50% of the song. And supposedly
he sold part of his 50%.
He didn't sell it. He used part of it to own get $50K, but he didn't sell. He licensed it, let him rent it out. So he still owns the song. So basically, this is the whole Megan Thee Stallion situation, but the baby version. Carl Crawford helped Megan and gave her a whole start and gave her a whole bunch of money to do her music, and now she's signed with the big labels and she's trying to get away from him. She's trying to do the same thing, but I really don't blame him at the end of the day because this is all he really has at FNF. I mean, this is all he really has to GloRilla.
He has
the other girls.
He has that, but he's a good beat producer. He makes fire beats.
Yeah, he does.
They've had a few songs where they're all made by him, and they were good.
Like the whole Shibuya song that Shibuya song we saw, and supposedly GloRilla had a verse on that. And the reason why she wasn't in the song was because this whole situation, and GloRilla's going around telling everybody, "Oh yeah, I didn't make no money off the FNF song. I'm not making any money." But
you got some mummy dust on you.
Well, my favorite. So it's at the same time, the fact that you can't, when you sue somebody, they freeze the whole account, so nobody's getting money off the FNF
until it gets decided.
So that's what she's waiting for.
It's like YouTube. Whenever they escrow our videos, because they're like, we're gonna hold on to the money until we decide that this video is original enough or not. But I think they'll figure it out. There's no reason that they can't come to agreement because they need to let the paper flow. You don't need to dam up the paper. You need to let the paper flow.
I mean, speaking
like
a
waterfall.
I mean, it's hard to let the paper flow when you in Memphis. And there's only two rappers that you can choose from, either Young Dolph, R.I.P. the GOAT, and
GloRilla is signed to Yo Gotti, but we saw all her tweets. She was an avid Young Dolph supporter.
Big facts.
And said Gotti would never be good as Dolph any day of the week. So it's pretty funny, but she's still signed with Gotti, even though she hates him.
Mm-hmm. And then, I think...
But I support her, because that's pretty cool.
What else he tweeted about this? He tweeted one more thing. And then also... More from HitKidd said, "I did my best to protect you and the girls. This is only a portion of what I've been through. I'm bringing light to this before word gets out. I'm the bad guy. I'm a stand-up guy, and I stand on business and morals."
Yeah, he breaks down the deal and also calls out Gotti for trying to take credit away from him. And basically, she doesn't own the song, never will. Why does everything from Memphis need to go through CMG? Because CMG's a bunch of busters.
True. Why does everything have to go through CMG? I mean, wouldn't you want to see another black man prosper? And like I said earlier, this is the only time HitKidd, they might they signed GloRilla for $600K. So what he's trying to do, and also she's saying oh, you just mad because you want to sign me, but you want to sign me for $0, and you keep asking me to be in a group, and she doesn't want to be in a group, and he's well, I'm helping promoting you, and these are your friends, so why don't you want to help them out? Which is messed up. I mean, with you doing all this stuff, and HitKidd just wants a little paycheck. Just get a man $200K and just let him be on his way. You gonna make your money.
Yeah. I think they'll figure this out, and I think Glo's going to get her money, and HitKidd and her need to just have a sit down.
But imagine if they don't. Imagine, let's say, imagine they don't get this resolved, and now you, Yo Gotti, you gave this girl $600K to sign her, and you signed up for her and FNF, and you can't get FNF.
Well, if you truly believed in her, then you would believe that she'll have another hit song.
Do you think he
and
believes
that
in
her? It's not just a beat person that made her big.
True. I mean, I understand that, but at the same time,
I believe in her. I believe she'll have another hit. She's had another. She's had a handful of semi hits. No other song had reached that level, but she's probably had already 3 or 4 songs that have done pretty well.
I mean, right now, what's your Gotti track record? How many artists has he signed that blew in that flop?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't. Most of his artists do good.
Except I remember 1, 2.
ESTG. He has Moneybag Yo.
ESTG, Moneybag Yo, Black Youngster. He has R.I.P. Snooty Wild. I'ma love Snooty Wild. He made the. I think he made a song. I forgot a song.
I don't remember him.
But he just passed. Snooty Wild passed. Then you have the landlord,
Zedzilla. Zedzilla ain't been a part of this since like 2013. But if Zedzilla, if you're still around and kicking it, comment below because we loved your music.
Hey man, and comment below on this next topic because it looks like